Cheapers balls. Okay, well,
Excuse me.
This is our third attempt at
Are
the
we
Amazing
actually?
Race.
Oh, we are recording.
We are recording.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I am Wendy. I am the younger sister to.
My name is Jill, and I'm the older sister.
The reason that we are applying for the Amazing Race is I feel we are at different stages in our life. I am.
Get your head in the video.
Oh, yeah.
I feel what? Keep on.
I feel like I am a person that goes to work, 7:30 to 4 o'clock job, 8 hours a day. Jill, on the other hand.
Don't talk for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm going to be retiring February 1st. So I have to get into the mode of maybe living on the edge a little bit. And I also think all the years that I have watched The Amazing Race, we're from a little bit of the older generation, knowing that we have to figure things out.
Oh, yes.
Not the younger generation like, oh, now what'll happen? Well, guess what? You need to figure things out. I actually have an organization, the FFIO. Fucking figure it out.
Wow. Okay. So, as Wendy's older sister, we have been through a lot together. We talk about being supportive and what we hope to get out of this experience. I think we just hope to get out of it without killing one another, quite honestly, because we're trying to decide at the moment who will be driving the car. Wendy cannot find her way out of a wet paper bag with a GPS.
Okay, now normally I would maybe fight about that, but that is correct.
It's true.
I have no sense of direction. I get lost coming out of a hotel room.
Put your head in here.
Every time out of the hotel. I don't know which way to go. So,
and she worries about me the way that I handle a car, which I'm perfectly capable of handling the car.
Who slaps the steering wheel when they gotta turn?
But who can drive a dump truck?
You can?
Oh yes,
yeah,
I have.
Yeah. I can drive a forklift.
Who can drive a backhoe if need be?
Right.
Who might be dangling from the bucket of the backhoe while the other one's driving it?
That'd be you.
Oh my God. That would be awful. Awful. Anyway,
we like adventure.
We love adventure. We've traveled together, had some ups and downs on things. We had a little bit of a problem in New York City. We're not talking about that. But the result of that was there was a little bit of some tears shed.
Here's what the result is. Jill will never lie to me again. She lied.
I told a little fib.
Right.
A little fib.
And fibs are not good.
I would hope that you would never lie to me.
No.
You never have?
No.
Ever?
No.
Do you believe that?
Never. No.
All right, so I think, when the heat is on, what we've got going for us is we are both very determined. We got that from our mother.
Yes.
Absolutely. And we're tenacious. I mean, we will, as Wendy said, FFIO. We're a little older. We're not like Gramps and Grandmas that are on the show that we've seen previously. And we've just hit our stride with trying to get on to the Amazing Race. The first audition was, we don't even want to acknowledge that VHS.
I think they
we made a VHS of that.
I think they may have thrown it out.
You probably threw the other two out. But please,
please take us
at
now.
least take a look at this. I don't know if it's fair to say, but I think this is my final attempt at the Amazing Race. We're just at that point in our lives. I'm currently going through some stuff. Wendy, like she said, is on the verge of retirement. I'm older than her, and I probably won't retire for another at least 10, I don't know, 10 to 20 years. I have a business overhauling Russian radial aircraft engines and their variants, Chinese engines, Polish. Current politics
All
are
right.
a challenge with that.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
Well,
Well, I'm just trying to fill in. And so I'm very challenged by that business. And I don't see retiring anytime soon. But
that being said, I may be helping my sister out in her business a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Well,
this
we'll
may
see
be
if we get on
this may
there.
be a testament when we run the race, how well we actually can work together. We've talked about, okay, what if this happens? What if that happens? Because I'm more of a planner, and Jill, on the other hand, is more of a
I plan.
Y-
I do plan.
You plan, but
I
you're
plan big
also
things.
you procrastinate
I do
till the last
procrastinate.
moment. I'm
I
not
do
the procrastinator. Like, I need the plan.
Wendy
Who
needs
will
plan.
who will hang on to the passports? Yeah,
No, that would be me.
no.
Who lost the passports?
That's a lie. That's another lie. See? Older sisters lie.
But, you know, those passports, there's some, okay, let's get real here. She's going through menopause.
No, I'm done.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm done.
The
We're not.
whole memory thing?
Yeah. Right.
Well, we can't, I don't know. We've got to figure that out because that would be devastating. That's one of the cringeworthy things on the Amazing Race when I see somebody leave a bag or their passport. That's probably my biggest
Right.
fear
And that
on the
is,
Amazing Race.
and mine is, well, I'm always worrying about that. So I have to get over the fear of worrying and just go, because sometimes that can paralyze you and slow you down in the race. And we can't do that. We have to make a split decision. Are we going to stay on this challenge? Are we going to move to the next?
Right.
We can't, because one of Jill's things that she will always say is, I'm like, Jill, do you want to do this? We can.
Well,
No, that's
I
not
don't
a
think
decision.
that's
It's
a
a yes or
problem.
no. So yeah, that's what we need to work on is,
Well, we've already talked about the things that I will do and she won't, and vice versa. And eating will be my forte.
but we don't know
We
all
don't
the time
know.
when that's
We
going to
don't
happen.
know.
So,
Heights, no problem here.
and I don't have a problem with that.
I'm a semi-retired wing walker, so the adrenaline, we're both adrenaline junkies. It's just what is our ability. And I do, even being a wing walker, I assess risk and am very detail oriented on that.
Right.
Yeah. So we're really looking forward to it, traveling places. Look, I'm saying we're already on the show.
Well, I know we are. We are going to do it.
We have a small fan base.
We do.
We do.
Everybody I talk to, they cannot wait to see us on the race. And I really hope that you review our audition and say, they look like an interesting team, because we will not disappoint. We are the next amazing race winners.
Hey, we didn't even rehearse that.
I know. We didn't rehearse any of this, actually.
And what else am I thinking here?
I am not going to do her hair on the race either. She can't do her
So
hair.
this is a problem, and I think what I may do if we get picked to be on the Amazing Race is I will get a haircut.
Oh, I think
Because
I get your head shaved.
no, I can't be spending time on my hair.
No, I can't either.
Yeah.
I'll wear a
So,
do-rag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and we would like to be Team Yellow. We've agreed on that so far.
right.
Team Yellow.
Yep.
And hopefully we can edit this video into landscape and not portrait.
Right. Okay.
Look at, we
Pick
already
us.
got nine. Wait. What else do we have to say? Because I'm going to be editing, so I can pick and choose. Oh, so anything mechanical? I think, I'm a mechanic by trade, but I think anything mechanical, Wendy and I will work together.
Mm-hmm. We come from
to
a
get it
mechanical family.
Yeah, we'll just get it done. And we won't give up. I think that's one thing we have experienced together as we've had different challenges.
Right.
And we encourage one another to keep on going.
Right. There was a time that Jill actually encouraged me to run a half marathon. I do not have a half marathon body. But you know why I did it? Because she promised to take me out to eat at the Ruth Chris Steakhouse. So I said, okay, I will do it. So we ran that half marathon. My knee was killing me. I was going through some problems. We came to the end, and Jill's like, there's the finish line. Yeah. So I said, let's run. So we started running, but the finish line went around a corner and then down, and I got a cramp in my sciatic. And I said, you need to shove your fist in my ass. And so she did that for me, and we finished. All my toenails were black and blue, but
they were?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, they didn't fall off. No.
Good.
But they hurt. But it was a challenge that, some people would say, oh, I could never do that.
Right.
We don't have that personality. No. We are bound and determined. And getting on The Amazing Race has been one of our items for the last 20 years.
Well, it was VHS, so you were still in Mayville.
Yes.
It's been a very long time coming, and well, this is it.
This is it.
Where the rubber meets the road. And
yes.
So do Jill
and Wendy.
We're back.
Back at it. Oh, it's still Wendy and Jill.
Yeah. We were just talking about traveling the world over, and I've traveled pretty, not extensively, but I've traveled quite a bit internationally, and realize, how important customs and cultures are when you're traveling. And it shall be interesting because I've know enough that Americans are seen as kind of loud people, and
I am loud.
Wendy's very loud.
I'm loud.
Very loud.
But I'm also very friendly, and
she can work a deal.
I can work a deal, and
if she doesn't get too aggressive, though, that's kind of what I'm afraid of.
But my personality, I believe, is of the nature of welcoming and.
But if she wants something, that's where I'm concerned. If she wants something, wants it really bad,
then I shouldn't get it.
You should get it, but maybe you should let me help you.
Oh,
smooth way.
Right.
Yeah.
And I haven't, I've traveled in the Caribbean, and we've taken vacations. Going to Europe, I've never been to Europe, and that is one of my things in retirement that I want to do. But I feel like this is something that if we're on The Amazing Race, these are experiences that I'll have. And when me and my husband want to travel, I will have that confidence to travel into Europe and other places where I don't know the languages. But I also don't feel like that's going to be my downfall. I feel like I have the personality to get through to somebody, to get help for directions or whatever it may be.
Wendy can be very persuasive in a pinch in getting what we need to get. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What else can we tell you? How have we changed since the first time when we auditioned for The Amazing Race? I think the first time we did our VHS tape for The Amazing Race, we were just seeing dollar signs,
right,
getting on and traveling and winning a bunch of money. Now I want to win it.
Well, for me, I want to win. I have 5 grandkids right now, and to show, I mean, my kids have always known how tenacious I can be, how determined I can be, and that is one thing that I've taught them, that things just don't appear in life for you. You need to make things happen. If you want to know something, well, figure it out. How can you make these things happen? And if there's one thing that I want my grandkids to see is like, that's my grandma, and I want them to be proud of me. So I think that's something different than 20 years ago, when our kids were still, growing up in school. And for Jill, I don't know, how have things changed for you?
No, not really.
And I think back then too, both of our parents were alive,
And
they're both passed now. But I know that they're watching down on us, and we had struggles losing both of our parents, and but we were there. We were there with them, and that's a toll in your life that, unless you've experienced it, and we've become much closer because of that. And we come from a family of 5 kids, so it's not like we're the only 2,
right.
But
what?
we all try and remain strong together.
Yeah.
And having 5 different personalities is not always easy. So
yeah. Can you tell what my personality is?
Her personality is, Jill's very kind-hearted, she is the best boss. If you want to work for somebody, Jill would be the person. Honestly, I believe she's very thoughtful, sometimes almost too thoughtful, and that could be a problem in some.
That might change on The Amazing Race.
Right. So then you may hear me say, forget what I ever said. She is not thoughtful at all. No, I don't think she can be that person. I, on the other hand, I can flip like a switch. And I don't mean to do it, because after it happens, then I always feel very bad about things.
You should.
And then I have to apologize. And, it's one of the things in life that you've learned is how to apologize.
Right.
And be sincere with the apology.
I think that's a really important thing, thinking about us getting on The Amazing Race, is the ability to have the problem, not stew on it, and move on, because we've got a goal in mind.
Right.
And we just, we know we love one another. We respect one another. And, our personalities may get in the way. And the little ugly things that may still be there from our childhood might pop out. But I think in the end, we love each other very much. And
Right.
I think that actually gives us an edge on our competition.
Correct. Yeah. Yes. You may have couples, like I thought, well, why don't I run this race with my husband? Well, my husband, he would be very great on the race, but sometimes he wants to, I don't like to be really told what to do. And sometimes he thinks he can tell me what to do.
Can you tell that?
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Yeah. So, that being said, maybe with your sister, it might be a little bit better to, and I think, people might think, oh, they're an underdog. It may come to a mechanical challenge.
Oh, we'll be doing the Rocky tune when we come across the finish line.
Right.
First place.
Think about when you got your A&P license.
Yeah.
And people looked at her when she turned her test in like, well, she's going to fail. Nope. And I'm so proud of her for that.
Yeah, thank you, Wendy.
You're welcome.
What else do I know? So and I'm picking up a story that you already said, but I'm going to cut it out. Right. So we lost both of our parents not that long ago. It seems so fresh when you lose them. And we were close to both of our parents and raised with really good values. And it's pulled us closer as sisters, and to carry on their legacy. I think that's important, and I want that to come through on The Amazing Race and how we behave, because I see some of the players that are kind of conniving and dastardly, and you think good guys finish last. I think that we can win the race taking the high road. I think that can still come through, and I look forward to that.
Right, and that's something that I've tried to instill in my kids too, is, you may think to do something like this and it's going to get you farther ahead, but in the end, it will come back to bite you.
Yep.
So you know what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you need to always do the right thing. Now, if somebody needs a little help, I can help them, but if they're going to be finishing ahead of me all the time, well, I don't think
We
that
could
that's
say,
important.
I'm sorry, we would help you, but we need to catch up to you a little bit here first.
Yes. Right.
Then we'll help you.
We want to win a leg.
We
okay?
want to win.
I mean, we want to win the end.
We want to
and then
win
we
the
wanna
whole shebang.
Right.
And maybe we should stop watching episodes of Yellowstone and start power watching Amazing Race episodes. I think, are they on the same network?
CBS? No.
Okay, forget it. Scratch that. I think Wendy has faithfully watched The Amazing Race. I haven't been able to do all of the seasons, but I do watch quite a few of them. So I think the strategy to just the smart things to do,
Right.
That are on The Amazing Race, and then not overthink it.
So one of the smarter things to do would to not let Jill do any kind of dancing.
I like to dance.
I know you like to dance, but you're not really good at it.
I don't care if I win.
Well, right, but if you have to have a pattern dance,
That might be a problem.
she is.
That might be a problem.
Yeah, she is just.
If it's free form.
Free form and feeling it, she's
Yeah.
fine. But anything else, not so much. And we grew up. Our mother put us four
dance
girls
lessons.
in dance classes. I don't know how Jill passed, but she did. I don't think you really passed.
I did.
No, I don't think they passed us. You think you just performed.
I performed.
As long as you paid the bill,
Yeah,
it's fine.
that's good.
And
What
Jill, do you have
else?
anything else to say about being like the middle child? Is there anything that you feel like happened in our life being like you weren't?
I was gypped. No. So I'm the middle child of 5. And I think everyone in the family would probably agree that I'm one of the peacemakers.
Yes.
I very much like my father. There's elements of my mother. Wendy's really much more my mother. But that calm and trying to see every side to a situation. So that might help us out in a jam. We'll
Right.
see. Like, I don't know, speeding ticket or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what happens when you get a speeding ticket on The Amazing
Yeah.
Race.
No, I don't know.
We don't really see that.
Right.
I think one of our biggest challenges right now is just physical stamina. Wendy's been on a program since August and had amazing results, and I think that both of us just need a little bit more upper body strength.
Right.
A little bit
Right.
of strength training, but that's small potatoes. We can get that going on.
Right. And I think, having that goal in mind, to move our health into the more healthier direction. I mean, the last season, there were the two bearded guys, and, the one had some knee problems, and, I think people underestimated them. Yes, they did not finish first, but you know what? They were in it till the end, and, I actually like it when people look at me as the underdog. What I will feel bad about is,
don't say it.
I don't want to be the first one out. Like, we cannot make those kind of
Screw that.
mistakes.
We're not going to be the first ones out.
But I just appreciate the chance or the opportunity to be a contestant on The Amazing Race. This is my time. It's like I don't have to worry about taking off of work.
I do.
Jill does. She runs a business. So, right. I mean, this is a big thing for her. And not being in contact with her customers all over the world, for this amount of time, that's a big deal. And I do appreciate you willingly wanting to run this race with me. So I hope that it's us.
It will be us.
It will be us. Yeah, I am positive.
I know.
We have
keep
strong.
Saying, you said you thought we were going to get on. Now you're saying, I hope.
Well, no. I do have a strong faith, and our faith will carry us through.
There we go.
Faith over fear.
God speak.
Yep.
God speak.
Shut it. Keep the change, you filthy animal.